SDO English Academy.
An analogy describes the relationship between words. Subject, verb, or teacher.
One and English Academy.
Tayo na sa Radyo Eskwela. Tayo na!
Good day, grade 5 pupils. Here we are again for a fruitful and wonderful day as we listen to Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela's English Academy. Are you excited for our lesson today?
Yes, ma'am.
Great! I can feel that you're very excited because you are full of energy. I am your radio teacher for today, Teacher Marjorie, and I hope that you're all ready for today's interaction. So, let's get started.
All right.
Before we begin, are your papers and pens with you? Oh, yeah! How about your learning activity sheets?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, you're all well armed. So, are you now ready to learn?
Yes, ma'am.
That is good to hear. Moving on, let us have a brief review on our previous discussion. What was our lesson yesterday? Absolutely! It is about the aspects of verbs that involve the verb tenses. What then is a verb tense? Correct! Tense indicates when the action expressed by a verb takes place. What are the three aspects of verbs? Brilliant! These are the simple, perfect, and progressive tenses. Great job, kids! You really remembered our previous lesson.
All right.
Now, please sit back and relax as we listen to a song. But before that, what are the things that you should do as I play the song? Very good! Keep quiet and listen carefully because after I play the song, I will ask you some questions. Are you now ready for some music?
Yay!
Wow!
I couldn't see, now I can. I wouldn't listen, now I will. He may seem happy, but he might be sad. You ought to be kind, you should do our best. Can and could, will and would, may and might, ought to and should. You don't have to walk, no you needn't. 'Cause I'm able to drive, yes I can. We have to, we must obey the traffic lights. We can go on green, but we mustn't on red. Don't have to and needn't, able to and can, have to and mustn't and can. The modal verbs.
Did you like the song?
Oh yeah!
Uh-huh! I'm glad that you liked it. Some of you may have sung along with it or even swayed. So, what have you heard from the song? Yes, you heard some words such as can and could, will and would, may and might, ought to and should, don't have to and needn't, able to and can, have to and mustn't and can't. Wow, you're very observant, kids.
All right!
You really listen very well to the song. Now, what do we call those words? Correct. They are modal verbs. Are you ready to know more about modals?
Yes, ma'am.
If you are, lend me your ears as we start our lesson for today's Radyo Eskwela episode.
Oh, yeah.
This time, kindly open your learning activity sheets on page 4. Could you please read to me the meaning of modals? Very well. Modals indicate the mood of the verb. When we say mood, what does it mean? You're right! Mood refers to the form of a verb telling that the speaker regards what he or she is saying as a fact, possibility or desire, or a command. Again, when we say mood, the speaker may be expressing a fact, possibility or desire, or a command. So, in the song a while ago, the words can and could, will and would, may and might, ought to and should, don't have to and needn't, able to and can, have to and must, mustn't and can't are all modals. Take note that modals can be a single word or auxiliary modal, and a phrase or phrasal modal. Again, single word modals are called auxiliary modals, while modal verbs that contain more than one word are called phrasal modals. Can you now tell me the examples under auxiliary modals?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice one! Examples are may, might, can, could, would, should, will, and shall. How about examples of phrasal modals? That's right! Some of them are ought to, be allowed to, be permitted to, have got to, be able to, used to, be supposed to, be going to, and be about to. Do you know any other modal verbs? If you don't, you may try surfing the net for other examples. Meanwhile, make sure that you will not forget the auxiliary modals and phrasal modal verb examples we have mentioned.
Oh yeah!
Today, we are going to focus on making requests or asking for permission using modal verbs. Learners, are you aware that modal verbs may be used for making two kinds of requests?
Yay!
Do you know what they are? Absolutely! The first is the request of general nature, and the second is specific requests for permission. In making a request of general nature, a person is requesting for something in general. For example, would you help me with this experiment? It is a request in general because the person did not say what the experiment is. The one requesting only referred to the experiment using the pronominal adjective this. What is the modal verb used in the example? Correct! The modal verb used is would. How about a specific request for permission? When we say specific request for permission, we are requesting for something exact or precise. Can you give me an example of a sentence? Brilliant! Can I borrow your dictionary? States a specific request where the person is requesting to borrow something. What is the object? Correct! A dictionary. What is the modal verb used in the example? Right you are! The modal verb used is can. Would you like some more examples of sentences expressing a request?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. Let's have this sentence. Can you go there? What kind of request do you think it is, and what modal verb was used? You're right! It's a request in general, and the modal verb used was can. How about this one? May I leave the room now? That's correct. It's a specific request, and may is the modal verb used in the sentence. Now, I'd like to give you a simple challenge. I want you to use the modal verb will in a sentence, either through a general or a specific request. I'll give you 1 whole minute to think and write your sentences on your notebook. Ready?
Yay!
That's the spirit. Your 1 minute starts now. The clock has stopped ticking, so stop writing, kids. Now, could you read your sentences aloud? Bravo! You're able to write your own sentences. That means you're now ready for another activity. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Oops! Take note, kids. Whenever you are making requests, either general or specific, you use the modals may or might, can or could, and will or would. Why is that? It is because these modals are considered more polite since they soften the request. When we say soften, it makes the request kinder or gentler instead of it sounding as if you are commanding, forcing, or obliging the person to do what you want or to give what you need. Is that alright, kids?
Oh yeah!
This time, I want you to turn your learning activity sheets to page 5. Now, this activity is just a short review on what you can remember about the different examples of modal verbs. I will read to you the sentences and you will write the modal verbs used. Again, I will read to you the sentences and you will write the modal verbs used. So easy, right?
All right.
Here we go. Number 1, she can speak 5 different languages. I repeat, she can speak 5 different languages. 2, Ronald might not attend the meeting. I repeat, Ronald might not attend the meeting. 3, I can play guitar. I repeat, I can play guitar. 4, you should stop smoking because it is bad for your health. I repeat, you should stop smoking because it is bad for your health. 5, may I borrow your pencil? I repeat, may I borrow your pencil? 6, my brother can play basketball very well. I repeat, my brother can play basketball very well. 7, you must go now. I repeat, you must go now. 8, can you help me lift the table? I repeat, can you help me lift the table? 9, would you bring me a glass of water? I repeat, would you bring me a glass of water? 10, could I turn on the television? I repeat, could I turn on the television? Are you now ready for the correct answers? Listen well because I'm about to dictate them. Number 1, can. Number 2, might. Number 3, can. Number 4, should. Number 5, may. Number 6, can. Number 7, must. Number 8, can. Number 9, would. And number 10, could. Who got all of the correct answers? Excellent! Who got errors? That's all right, kids. You can do better on our next activity.
Alright.
But before that, may we have a simple recall on the 2 types of request using modal verbs? Correct! The request of general nature and the specific requests for permission. What are some of the modals used when requesting or asking for permission? Bravo! The modal verbs are may or might, can or could, and will or would. What an excellent memory you have there! Still up for another challenge?
Yes, ma'am.
That's good to know because on the next activity, your task is to fill in the blanks with the correct cues to complete the requests I'll be reading to you. Make sure to write these choices on your notebook. The choices or cues are A. Buy some rice. B. Call back later. C. Turn on the fan. D. Send these documents. E. Shut the door. And F. Turn on the lights. Again, your choices are A. Buy some rice. B. Call back later. C. Turn on the fan. D. Send these documents. E. Shut the door. And F. Turn on the lights. Here are the sentences. Listen closely as I read each statement twice. Write the letter of your answer. Sentence number 1. Can you blank? It's hot inside the room. I repeat, can you blank? It's hot inside the room. Number 2. Would you blank? It's dark here. I repeat, would you blank? It's dark here. Number 3. Will you blank? We have nothing left. Again, will you blank? We have nothing left. Number 4. Could you blank? Miss Jenilyn is in another call right now. Again, could you blank? Miss Jenilyn is in another call right now. Number 5. Would you blank? There's too much noise in the hall. I repeat, would you blank? There's too much noise in the hall. Ballpens up! Let us now check your work. Make sure to check your answers honestly. Alright?
Oh, yeah.
For number 1, can you blank? It's hot inside the room. What is the correct answer? Very good. The answer is C. Turn on the fan. Number 2, would you blank? It's dark here. What is the correct answer? Right. The answer is F. Turn on the lights. Number 3, will you blank? We have nothing left. What is the correct answer? The answer is A. Buy some rice. Number 4, could you blank? Miss Jenilyn is in another call right now. What is the correct answer? Amazing! The answer is B. Call back late. And last but not the least, number 5. Would you blank? There's too much noise in the hall. What is the correct answer? Brilliant! The answer is E. Shut the door. Very good, children. Please count your scores. Did you all get 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow! You're doing great, learners. Wait! You still have one last exciting activity to accomplish. Do you think you can do it?
Oh yeah!
If you do, say, bring it on. That's the energy I'm looking for. So, in this final task, I want you to write the following phrases on your notebook and use them in your own sentences using the modal verbs can or could, will or would. Ready?
Yay!
Alright! The phrases are to the airport, glass of water, pass the salt, keep quiet, and knock on the door. Again, the phrases are to the airport, glass of water, pass the salt, keep quiet, and knock on the door. You have 2 minutes to do this activity. Good luck because timer starts now.
Tayo ay mag-aral sa loob ng ating tahanan. Sa radyo ay mag-tune lang, tiyak ika'y may matututunan. Pagkat sa gitna ng pandemya, tayo pa rin ay magkaisa upang masigurong bawat bata ay pumapasa. Halina't matuto gamit ang ating radyo, pakinggan at unawain, aralin na ituturo. Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon. Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan. Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela. Pagkat kayo'y kinabukasan, ang pag-asa ng ating bayan. Isa pusong pagkatuto nang matupad ang pangarap mo. Pagkat sa gitna ng pandemya, tayo pa rin ay magkaisa upang masigurong bawat bata ay bumabasa. Halina't matuto gamit ang ating radyo, pakinggan at unawain, aralin na ituturo.
The time is up. Ready to read your sentences?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope that you all wrote 5 sentences using the phrases and modal verbs I have given you. I'd love to check your sentences individually, but we're sadly running out of time.
Oh no!
So, I want you to keep that output and let your teacher in English check it. You may also ask for the help of your parents or guardians, brother or sister, if you want to be more certain that you have used the modal verbs correctly.
Alright!
We've reached the end of our wonderful discussion for today. I am greatly honored to have had this interaction with you. See, I told you earlier this day will be fruitful, right?
Yay!
So, always make sure to listen to Radyo Eskwela. On behalf of the script writers, Ma'am Catherine Joy L. Rosaldo and yours truly, together with the whole SCO Isabela RBI production team, I am Teacher Marjorie Milian, your radio teacher, saying, the COVID-19 pandemic will not be a hindrance to learning because Radyo Eskwela is always here to serve you. Again, good day and goodbye. Have a nice day, everyone!
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon. Sa paraan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!
May bagong virus na kumakalat ngayon at naaalarma ang buong nation. Para di daw mahawa, ito ang solusyon. Kaya sundin mabuti tong instructions. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Ang virus ay nakamamatay, kaya makinig, wag pasaway. Stay sa bahay, wag nang gumala. Kung ayaw mong ikay mahawa, mag-face mask kung lalabas. Mag-vitamin C ng madalas at umiwas sa mga matatao. Mag-alcohol para sigurado. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. Maghugas ng kamay para virus mamatay. Iwasan ding humawak sa iyong mouth, nose at eyes para COVID-19 hindi na makapuksa. Mag-face mask at mag-alcohol maya't maya. May bagong virus na kumakalat ngayon at naaalarma ang buong nation. Para di daw mahawa, ito ang solusyon. Kaya sundin mabuti tong instructions. Maghugas ng kamay.
Girl, drink your beer. Try this pill. It will make you feel good.
Wow, it feels great, but wait.
Many people use and abuse drugs. Drug abuse can damage your liver and can cause heart diseases. Your mental health is also at stake. It can lead you to anxiety, depression, and addiction. Make the right choice. Value your life. Maintain your dignity. Always remember, no is an option. A friendly reminder from PNP, DepEd, and this station. Isabela, SDO.